So jump rope is the main event, but afterwards it's really important to cool down, to bring your heart rate back to resting, to loosen up the muscles that you've contracted, to calm your mind. This is Shana Brady from Punk Rope with Tentacle Kitty, multiple tentacle kitties on her shirt, and this is Tim Haft, the founder of Punk Rope, and we're going to just talk with you and show you some of our favorite stretches, cool down moves. So there's hundreds and hundreds of different stretches. We're just going to take you through a very basic protocol that we think works really well after jumping rope. And the first stretch is a calf stretch. So without a doubt, when you're jumping rope, it's the calves that take the biggest beating, right? You're landing on the balls of your feet. With every bounce, you're contracting them. So what Shana's doing is slightly bending her front knee, keeping her back leg relatively straight. She's got the back heel flat on the ground, and good posture. Leaning in a little bit. If you were in front of a wall, you could push against the wall or push against a partner. Lots of options. We recommend holding all of these stretches for at least 30 seconds. We're not going to do both sides for 30 seconds because it will be an unnecessarily long video, but we'll just quickly do the other side. So now the left foot is forward, left knee is bent, right heel is down. Good posture. That is stretch number one. Number two is going to be your hamstring stretch. There are multiple options, but Shana's going to show you a standing hamstring stretch where she kicks out one heel. That front leg is relatively straight. Her hips are sent back. She flexes forward at the waist, but her chest remains up. Neck is with spine. And she's aiming for a mild stretch in that left hamstring, which is halfway between her knee and her hip. So we're not forcing any of these, not trying to overstretch. Just get a nice, comfortable stretch. And you can always readjust if you need to. And then, of course, we would take the same stretch to the other side. Now, there are options for hamstring stretches that are seated, that are supine. There's all kinds of possibilities, but this is a good, efficient one. Our third stretch is going to be a glute stretch, and for this one, although it could be done standing, Shana's going to sit down, and she is taking, she's in frame, she's good. She's going to take an ankle, her left ankle, and cross it over her right thigh, actually really just very close to the kneecap on the right side. And it's going to be different for everyone in terms of how much you flex forward. But you should feel a nice stretch in the left glute in this position. And I'm glad Shana sighed before because it's important that you guys keep breathing. Breathing should be relaxed and normal. Part of what we're trying to do here is calm the mind as well as stretch the muscles. And as we said before, bring your heart rate down. And then, of course, we would do the same thing to the other side. Never forcing a stretch. So if something didn't feel good, you would not do it or find an alternative. Awesome. And then, guys, we release that. And the next two stretches are a combo. And this is something that Shana taught me, and I think it's a great way to put two stretches together. So it's the hip flexor stretch, which is looking like a lunge, except you'll notice the back heel is up. That's key. Back heel is elevated, and then the back is flat, right? So the pelvis is tucked, and that creates a stretch in the front of the hip of the trail leg, which is the left leg in this case. And then arms can go up, and in fact the left arm can even go over a little bit towards the right side, which will create a stretch on the outside of the left hip. Really effective, and it primes you for the next stretch, which is going to be the quad stretch on the same side. So Shana's grabbing her left ankle, bringing her left heel up towards her butt, and then if she needed support, she would hold on either to a wall or a partner or a railing. And you notice the good posture. This is nice because as she's stretching that left quad, she's also getting some good muscular work in the right leg and balance work. And then we would switch to the other side for the hip flexor stretch. Again, that front knee is bent, back knee is descending toward the floor, the back heel's up, the back is flat, the arm or arms come up. This should feel really good, nice release, and then immediately as we come out of that, we'll take that right ankle and come into our quad stretch for the right leg. And that's a great little combo of 5 stretches. And then, of course, add anything else that you need. Take as much time as you want. This should never be rushed. It should be relaxing and enjoyable. But don't skip your cool down, okay? Just like you don't want to skip your warm-up, you don't want to skip your cool down. And we're into child's pose and now fancy camera work. I just want you guys to see Tentacle Kitty because today I'm feeling, and those are all the different options. Yeah. So guys, thanks so much for joining us. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe to our channel and feel free to check us out at punkrope.com. And if you have any questions or comments about the cool down or anything else, feel free to put them down below. We'll see you next time.